Hey guys, welcome back. I'm back with another video. 2 videos in 1 week. Big round of applause for me, please. But today we are talking about piercings, and I have 15 of them, so I'm going to be talking to you guys about the pain experience with each of them, and then also like which ones I got first, and like so on and so on. And then I'll be talking to you guys about the healing process of all of them. So we have 15 to get into, honey, so go ahead and keep on watching.
Hands around my neck.
Okay, so to start off, my very first piercing. Well, my very first piercing were my first lobes, just these down here. And I do not know the correct terminology for all of my piercings, so if I say something wrong, I know I don't know the names of the piercings, so sorry. My first piercing was when I was a baby, and I got my little, like, just my first lobes. And then the second piercing after that was when I was 14 or 15. I was like a freshman. I was barely going to my freshman year. So my first piercing after my lobes was my belly button, and I've had it since I was like 15, 14 or 13, I don't know, one of those. But I got this one, it was like when I was going into freshman year, so I've had this one for a really, really long time. Teddy's right here, that's why you can see his little furry cotton ball head. But so my belly button and pain level for that one was honestly probably like a 4 or a 3. It didn't really hurt at all. It was just like the little, honestly the worst thing that hurts the most on all piercings is the clamps. The clamps are what get you, so that hurt mostly, and they put the needle in, it didn't hurt, and when they put the jewelry in, that was when it hurt. So probably got to a 4 or 5 when I put the jewelry in. But other than that, like, it didn't hurt that bad. I was in cheer back then, and I was like super scared. I was like, oh my gosh, my stomach's gonna rip, because I had my like belly button pierced, like freaking out, you know, inside your head, like when you just start like thinking all kinds of things. So yeah, I thought my stomach was gonna rip apart because I got my belly button pierced, but I was fine. And I remember I was sitting in the car after it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, how am I gonna sit up? Like, I was just so scared to stretch my like stomach area because I don't want my like stomach to rip. I don't know, I was little, you know, I was barely like a freshman, so I was like really little. I was like a freshman, so that's why I just thought like weird things like that. I don't know, but that one healed really, really good. I know a lot of people get infections on their belly buttons, but I didn't get an infection at all. My piercing healed really, really good. I want to say I used what you're not supposed to use because that's what the piercer had told me, and it was what was it? It was Bactine. That's what it was. It was Bactine. I know you're not supposed to use it on piercings, but back then, I don't know, the piercer told me to use that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get me some Bactine, and I would just spray it, and like with the cotton ball, I'm not cotton ball, I would just spray the piercing, and then with a Q-tip like go in and really like clean it. So that one was like really easy, super, you know, really good. Nothing, no complications or nothing. It was quick, it's cute, and to the point. After that one, after my belly button, I ended up piercing these 3 holes. So with these 3 holes, it's a long story. Those are also freshman year. I think those are also freshman and sophomore year, but I think they're pretty much all freshman year. And I didn't get these professionally done. The girls, like when we were in cheer, we would all just pierce each other's ears. I don't know why, but yeah, that's how I ended up with all of these 4 being pierced. I don't really like this ear because it's pierced way too high, so I probably need to get that fixed, or I don't know if I'm just gonna leave it. I never really have all them in just because my ears are so sensitive when it comes to the jewelry that I put in them. But the pain level on this, honestly, these didn't really hurt. The 4th one probably hurt, like, it didn't hurt the most, but it was probably like a 5 or 6. But these like were literally like a 0-1. Like, it didn't hurt at all. And the way we did it, I'm gonna tell you guys, sorry, Teddy needs Teddy's just squishing himself back there. But the what's it called? Let me get back into position. So these, I'm gonna tell you guys the way that we did it at home. We did not get them freshly done. Like, literally all of us would do our own ear piercings. I'm not telling you guys to do this at home because I don't want you guys to like bleed to death or something like that. So don't do this at home. Just a little warning, do not do this at home. Honestly, it wasn't that bad though. So what we did is we got ice, and then, you know, like keep the ice in there to keep it numb. Just keep putting the ice in there, keep it numb and holding it. So we would clean the actual ear. We'd put the earring in the alcohol while we were numbing our ear. And then after like we felt like we couldn't really feel anything in our ear, then we would go in and pierce it. And that's how that happened. That's how all of these happened. That's how all 6 of these happened. So that's already 1, so that's already 4, 8, 9. That's already 9 of my piercings. These are like the most, that's why it's like so many piercings. So after these, I ended up getting my bar and my bar is completely healed now. Like, I've had it for a long time already. I probably got it 3 years ago, so it's already healed. It doesn't really give me any problems or anything like that. These still like hurt sometimes, the last ones. That's because I have sensitive skin, and like it depends on what earrings I'm putting in them, so I can't have fake jewelry in for a long time. But for my bar, oh my gosh, let me tell you guys, this one didn't hurt. This right here hurt. It didn't hurt like super bad. It wasn't my worst piercing at all, but this one hurt really bad. I didn't bleed that much though, because the piercer was like, oh my gosh, you didn't bleed that much, and I was like, well, thank God. I was like super thankful that that one didn't bleed that much, and it didn't really hurt. And that was back in cheer, and I used to be a flyer, but you know, I ended up being a base as I got older. So I was a base, and I remember sometimes the girls would fall on me, they'd hit right here. That was a champ. You know, you're not supposed to have your earrings in any, but I could cover it because my hair was half down, so you know, no one could really see it. Yeah, that got hit a couple times, but now it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly healed. I really like those, just like something different. I could change it out completely to 2 different piercings, but I just kind of like the bar. So that's 11. I count this as 11 because technically it's 2. But yeah, my bar gives me no problems anymore, and it was a pain level of probably a 6 or 7. So after my bar, I ended up getting my rook. And it's funny because I got my bar, my brother was getting a tattoo, and I was like, I'm just gonna get a piercing. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna get a piercing, you know, whatever. My rook, I don't remember when I got this one, but I want to say is my brother got another piercing again. Or my brother got like a tattoo or something like that. I don't know what it was. We were at the tattoo shop, and I was like, I'm just gonna get a piercing. I'm already here, why not, you know? So that's how this one happened. And I honestly don't remember I don't know if my helix happened before my rook, or it was my rook and then my helix, but I want to say it was my rook before. So I got my rook, or I don't know, I might have even gotten them 2 at the same time. Don't know. This one probably bled the most, honestly, because it was rough. It was probably like I would say a 7 or an 8. This is honestly the piercing that's hurt the most out of all of them, and this one I actually bled a lot, surprisingly, but I think I bled so much because I actually went in without eating. Every time you go in for a piercing, you're supposed to eat before. This one still gives me issues. I tried to change it out the other day and I was not having it, so I have to either go to the tattoo shop or get pliers like on both sides to take it out because I want to change it. You guys can see it. This one right here, I used to get keloids on it and stuff. I would just clean it out with the seawater, or like the H2O solution that they give you, and I would just also put like tea tree oil in it, but then I ended up burning myself with tea tree oil, so I stopped doing that. I mean, there's no bumps on it right now, but it does get like crusty and stuff. It's not that cute, but I really like that one. I think it's super cute, just like, you know, just to add a little something else in there, you know, in your ear. That one was probably my worst like piercing ever when it comes to the pain level of it. It was like a 7 or an 8. After my rook, I ended up getting my helix, my top one, and this one the top one I've had for a long time. I just recently changed them out, but I don't know how I feel about them. So my top helix, it didn't really hurt that much at all, and the healing process for that one, it's completely healed and never really gives me bumps or anything like that. But the second helix, the one on the bottom of it, this is the one that gives me the most issues. Like, out of all my piercings, I don't know what it is. I don't know if like, I really don't know what it is, because all my piercings usually heal really good, and like this one, the second one, I don't know why it's still not healed. It still gives me like keloids and stuff. I sleep on my right side, that's probably what it is, but it didn't hurt that much, honestly. Actually, I think it's barely gonna be a year, so I guess I give it some, like, I'm being too hard on her, I guess, because I think I've only had her for a year. Because I went with the legs, and I swear to her that she thought she was dying when she got her ear pierced, and she was like, they're gonna have to cut off my ear. I was like, no, it's fine, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, your body just tries to to take it out, but you just have to leave it in there and tell it, like, no, I want this ear. So my most recent one was my nose, and I have it on this side. And I got this in November of this year. I had it for 5 months, and I've already changed it out. You're supposed to wait 6 months to change it out, and I waited probably like 3 months to change it out. Because the one that they had given me, it was so ugly. But honestly, the pierce that I had was really good, and I did not bleed at all. I still have the video of it.
Left a nigga on red, cause I felt like it. Dress me down in that rash and a orange jacket. Dapper, I look fine, and my checks define. No wonder why I do whatever I like.
But I didn't bleed at all. It was healing really fast, but then like 2 months after I had changed it. I honestly probably changed it after a month. I don't know, dude. I'm really bad when it comes to waiting for healing processes of piercings to change it. I just can't. The pain level of it was like a 3 or a 4. I think it's really cute, and I'm indecisive about the hoop or the stud, but for now I'm just living in the stud moment. I'll probably change it back to the hoop though for the summer after I'm done with school. One thing I can say with your nose piercing is that if it's having a keloid or something like that, just don't wear makeup and it'll disappear. So those are all of my piercings for now. And honestly, I'm just really obsessed with jewelry and body jewelry. I think it's just so beautiful. I don't have an aesthetic, you know, for my ears yet or anything like that. I need to get new jewelry. I need to change these out. I need to change my rook too. I just haven't really looked into like any jewelry to put and change them out. So those are all my 15 piercings. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you guys liked it. And let me know what your favorite piercing is or what piercing you guys want to get. Yeah, I'm already looking into new piercings that I want to get, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mamacita.